So, on another note, another very powerful, brilliant, and smart leader who is using the power of media to advocate, but also to change norms. I'm privileged to invite one fellow UN SD young leader, but also a strong advocate working with Talk Up Radio, Kristeena Monteith. Please welcome.
All right. Hello again, everybody. I'm honored to be here to share a few details about my work with you, especially how I leverage media for empowering youth. So just a little about my background. I'm a trained journalist, and I'm currently doing postgraduate studies in media and creative industries in London. But my background is in designing civic media content for young people specifically. And that actually led me to dedicate my entire media career to projects that put people and the planet first. So I exclusively work on that kind of project. So to talk about media for a second, it kind of has a bad rap right now, deservedly so in some instances, from social media data harvesting to fake news, the 24-hour news cycle. There's a lot going wrong in my sector, even though I love it, I have to say that. And right across the world, many of us have forgotten the role that we have played in speaking truth to power, in amplifying the voices of marginalized people, and in sparking movements for social change. And in my country and around the world, many pro-social positive initiatives struggle to get media attention. It's like we don't actually care about the good things that are happening. The news does not talk about those things. And we're not actually playing the critical role in connecting people with the information that they need to design their lives. So how are we using our platforms to push societies forward when that is our main goal? Within this problem, there's a bigger problem of the neglect of youth voices. So we're not spoken to, we're not spoken with. We are the subject of discussion, often in a negative way, but we're not equal participants in this process. And furthermore, jobs in the media sector for youth, as we saw yesterday, continue to be sought after, but not usually gained. And the opportunities are often low paid, unpaid, precarious, internships. And it's almost as if youth are being mined for talent and creativity and tenacity, but not actually being engaged in constructive ways. So, as youth, we push society forward, and so we are changing that. I lead Talk Up Radio, which is a youth-centered platform that is using mainstream media to provide a space for young people to address social, political, and economic issues and to access information that they need. So our entire staff is made up of young people under the age of 25, and our aim is to reduce civic apathy by empowering youth and increasing their awareness in different social issues. And over the last 3 years, we've executed 157 episodes. We've engaged with over 200 young advocates, young and old politicians, creatives, social entrepreneurs, businesses, civil society, organizations doing positive work in advancing each and every sustainable development goal. And we're also examining issues affecting young people. So I'm just going to briefly talk about two of our pilot type of episodes. So one is our investigative features on social issues. So we actually did an investigative feature on a planned regeneration movement that our government was proposing, which we found out that it would actually displace thousands of people, including young people, and then we brought the government ministries and agencies that were pushing that into our studio and challenged them live on air, which caused them to actually redesign and rethink the whole program. Another thing that we've done is that we've invited government ministers into our studio, and we've posed questions to them live on air that we've garnered from young people across the island. And so when we have them in our space and they're sitting in front of empowered youth who are willing to talk up, they can't run away from the issues there, and we push them. We really do grill them about that kind of thing. One other thing that we love is our foreign correspondent program, where we are engaging young people across the world in this kind of media. We're sharing cultures, we're sharing ideas. We've done South Africa, Trinidad and Tobago, Lebanon, Nigeria, Brazil, China, Egypt, so many countries. And we're building international cooperation through the power of media. And in terms of how the impact of our work at home, it's changing the way how media is practiced. We're realizing that young people have something to say, and if we don't give them the platform, they are going to seize it, and they're going to create their own platforms. They're going to do what they need to do. You know, never before have Jamaican youth had a public sphere where their issues are front and center. They are the most important part of the process. It's never happened before in my country. So, you know, it's also a space where young people who aspire to join the media fraternity eventually are able to develop the skills from as young as 15 so that they decide how they want to engage with the media going forward. So, to conclude, if we want to build empowered citizens who will reject unfair labor practices, who will exercise their right to call out corruption and criminality, who will join the work every person in this room is doing to form multi-stakeholder partnerships with the aim of building safer, more inclusive and sustainable world for all people and for our planet, we have to give young people the opportunities to develop the confidence, the knowledge, the tenacity, and to some extent the rebelliousness to stand up and be counted. And if social media is anything to go by, my generation will not wait to be included. We invite you to include us, but if not, we'll still be here fighting and doing whatever we can for change. Thank you.